Well, anyway, I have been in this world that I know of for nearly 45 years. And usually I'm so quiet, always sitting somewhere watching everyone indirectly, listening to everyone speak to each other, watching how they treat each other, because I'm so shy. And for whatever reason, sometimes when I go around people, I set them off, and I never know what I've done. And so I sit down, and I try to analyze this, and I try to get with God, and I try to figure out, what did I say, what did I do to make this person be put off by me? And then I realized that Jesus told us that in this world you shall have tribulation. But be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. He pretty much told us that. And I wish I had that particular Bible scripture with me right now. I will get it in a moment. But he told us about those things. He warned us about those things. And sometimes it just really gets to me, though, because I realize when I look around at everyone, we're all so very self-centered, so very selfish. We're all waiting for someone to love us, waiting for someone to serve us, waiting for somebody to give us what we want. And you know what's funny about that? Nobody knows what they really want. It changes every day. It's always different. One day you might be headachy and sick and you want people to leave you alone. Another day you might feel sad and lonely and want people to be there. We don't know what we want, yet we expect people to just magically know, to be the psychics in our life and give us exactly what we want perfectly, as if they know our minds. But if you're like me, who knows anybody's mind? Who knows anybody's mind? I'm not a mind reader, are you? Well, let's just think about all these things. A man and wife gets together. They're supposed to love each other, right? They got together because they love each other, right? Wrong. Not everybody gets together in love. See, lust is a very tricky thing. It lies to people. It lies to you. It makes you think that you're in love with somebody sometimes. And sometimes we have illusions of each other in our minds. We see each other in a certain way because when we were in love, quote unquote, we went out on a date and we were all excited and enchanted and everything was just so wonderful, right? Well, one day we woke up next to this person and we wondered, what were we thinking, right? Well, after the honeymoon is over, you start wondering, why did I marry this person, right? Well, the funny thing is, when you get into a relationship, you should always be sure that you are completely compatible with that person, enough so that you could find yourself being happy with that person. Now, you should always be completely truthful with your spouse, with your partner, with your boyfriend, with your date. Let them know what you're after when you're first going into it. Because a whole lot of failed relationships could never get started. You know what I mean? It could go from getting started and dragging you through about 2 or 3 months of agony. You could stop all that by just being truthful up front. You know that? Now, everybody has the vain eye. You know, we need to gouge that sucker. I'm telling you, we need to gouge it. Because we let our eyes lead us around. You know, us Christians, we're supposed to be walking by faith and not by sight. But we always end up walking by sight instead. Isn't that funny how we all do that? Sinner or no sinner? We walk by sight and not by faith. And when we run into that brick wall called confrontation or conflict or diversity, whatever you want to call it, we wonder what happened because we thought we were seeing the truth. But some things look one way, but they really are another.